Assalamu alaikum dear students. This is Department of English Government Postgraduate College Attic. I am Nasir Ali Shah. Students, we are reading the text of the novel The Old Man and the Sea. In yesterday's lecture we read that while the old man Santiago and the young boy Manolin were having dinner at Old Man's shack, uh, during the meal they were discussing about the matches of the baseball, and then they talk about different personalities, especially uh, important and famous players of baseball. The old man talks about Dick Sisler and Greg DiMaggio and John J. McCraw. They are the great and very famous players of baseball, and they talk to one another as their being the greatest manager. The boy Manolin says that his father thinks that John J. McCraw was a great manager, whereas the old man Santiago differs from the opinion of his father. Uh, After that, the old man, uh, after having discussed these things, the boy suddenly remarks about the old man, and the boy says that there are many good fishermen and some great ones, but there is only you. This is a very good and praising remark about the old man, which makes the old man happy. And the old man says that he hopes that no fish will come along so great that he will prove them wrong. And the boy then suggests to him that there is no such fish if you are still strong as you say. And here the old man again utters a very important remark, and he says, I may not be as strong as I think, but I know many tricks and I have resolution. This utterance, this remark of the old man tells us about his courage, his confidence, his conviction in his willpower and resolution. After that, the boy asked him to go to bed so that he could be fresh in the morning. And the old man says to the boy that he will come in the morning to wake the boy up. Uh, Good night then, I will wake you in the morning, the old man says to the boy. You are my alarm clock, the boy says. The boy says to him that you are my alarm clock. It is in a metaphorical sense. Just as a person wakes up in the morning or any time wakes up from the sleep through the noise of the alarm clock, the boy thinks that whenever he has to get up, or especially early in the morning, the old man Santiago comes along there to wake him up. That is why he compares him with an alarm clock, and he says that you are my alarm clock. Age is my alarm clock, the old man said. But the old man here remarks philosophically. Now and again in the text we read that the old man, being an uneducated person, even though he's an uneducated and just a fisherman living on the coast, even then he has some philosophical ideas and some very interesting ones. Here again he says very philosophically, age is my alarm clock, and moreover he says, why do old men wake so early? Is it to have one longer day? He wants to know about and thinks about, rather reflects about that. Why do the old people or the old men get up so early? Maybe it is just to have a longer day. I don't know, the boy says. All I know is that young boys sleep late and hard. The boy, being immature and young person or young boy, he does not know about philosophical ideas or deep thoughts of the old man. That is why he says that I don't know, but I do know that the young boys sleep late and hard. Late means they sleep till late in the day. They do not get up early in the morning, And sleep hard means they have a deep and sound sleep. They do not get up very early. I can remember it, the old man said. I will waken you in time. The old man said that definitely I can remember it. I know that you sleep late and hard, and I will remember it, and I will come to wake you up in the morning in time. I do not like for him to waken me. It is as though I were inferior. The boy again says, rather he expresses his disliking for his master, or that fisherman with whom he is working now. The boy does not like him because he likes Santiago, and from his early childhood he had been working with him, and there is a strong emotional attachment between the two, the young boy and Santiago. Uh, Here again, the boy expresses his disliking for that fisherman with whom he is working on the instructions of his father. And he says that I do not like for him or for that fisherman to come to me to waken me up. I feel as though I were inferior in front of him, or rather, I feel inferiority complex when he comes to waken me up. I know, the old man says that. Yes, I know. Sleep well, old man. The boy bids him good wishes for his sound sleep. The boy went out. They had eaten with no light on the table, and the old man took off his trousers and went to bed in the dark. They had eaten with no light on the table means they were eating their meal in the darkness. These things again show the poverty of the old man, because he did not have any arrangement of the light in his house or shack. After that, the old man took off his trousers and went to bed in the dark. He rolled his trousers up to make a pillow, putting the newspapers inside them. This thing again shows that he does not have a pillow on his bed to sleep. That is why he takes off his trousers and rolls them down to make a pillow, and putting newspapers inside them makes a pillow. He rolled himself in the blanket and slept on the other old newspapers that covered the springs of the bed. Now here we come to know that he does not even have a mattress on the bed. There are just newspapers covering the springs of the bed. This also shows his poverty. He was asleep in a short time, and he dreamed of Africa when he was a boy, and the long golden beaches and the white beaches, so white that they hurt your eyes. The old man was asleep in no time, means he went to sleep very quickly, and he began to dream about Africa, about his young age when he was a young boy. Once he had visited Africa, or the beaches of Africa. There he saw in his dream the times of the past, golden beaches and the white beaches, and they were so white that they hurt your eyes. And the high caps and the great brown mountains. High caps. Caps mean it is a piece of land standing out in the sea. So he saw all those things which he had seen in the past in his early young age. Now he was again seeing those things in his dreams. He lived along that coast now every night. He lived along that coast now every night means every night he used to have dreams about those coasts. And in his dreams, he heard the surf roar and saw the native boats come riding through it. Surf roar, surf mean a foam of waves breaking on the shore. In his dreams, he hears the sound of the waves of the sea waking and making the foam or surf. He heard the surf roar and saw the native boats come riding through it. He smelled the tar and oakum of the decks as he slept, and he smelled the smell of Africa that the land breeze brought at morning. He smelled the tar and oakum of the deck. Tar means black, thick and sticky substance which is obtained from coal. And oakum means a small piece of old rope which is used for filling up small holes in the sides of the ship or a boat. So he smelled the smell of tar and oakum of the deck, as he slept, means in his dream, in his sleep, he smelled of tar and oakum, and he smelled the smell of Africa. In his dreams, he thought, or he felt that he was living along the African coasts that the land breeze brought at morning. It was such a smell that the land breeze brought early in the morning. Usually, when he smelled the land breeze, he woke up and dressed to go and wake the boy. As we read in the previous paragraph, that he every night he lived along that coast, means every night he used to have dreams about that coast of Africa. That is why here the word usually is used. Usually when he smelled the land breeze, he woke up, means whenever he smelled the land breeze which blows early in the morning, he woke up and dressed to go and wake the boy. But tonight the smell of the land breeze came very early. But tonight it was a little different. The smell of the land breeze came very early, or even in the mid of the night. It was not mornings yet. And he knew it was too early in his dream, and he went on dreaming to see the white peaks of the islands rising from the sea, and then he dreamed of the different harbors and roadsteads of the Canary Islands. Even in his dream, he knew that it was too early. Even though he had not yet woken up, he was dreaming about the beaches of Africa. Even in his dream, he knew that it was too early and it was not the time for him to wake up. That is why he kept on sleeping and kept on dreaming. And he went on dreaming to see the white peaks of the islands rising from the sea. And rising from the sea, and then he dreamed of the different harbors and roadsteads of the Canary Islands. Roadsteads means sheltered or offshore anchorage areas of ship, also called roads of ships into the sea. And Canary Islands, it's a group of islands on the Atlantic Ocean off the northwestern coast of Africa. So he kept on dreaming about those roadsteads or those islands in the Canary Islands. Students, this is enough for today's lecture. We shall continue reading the text with explanation in our next lecture. Till then, goodbye and Allah.